Welcome. What is going on? We're here for free live tarot readings. How's everybody doing tonight? We got another exciting night ahead of us here. So let's change that. Rutler Girl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Want to know if our ex is playing games with us or not. Regini, hello. Loyal Sunflower, how are you doing? Larry, what is going on? Karen, how are you? Heidi, how are you? What's going on? Marie, Karen, Dallas, Rose. We got quite a few people. We got like 25 people, and we just started. Boo Boo, Bartman, Zara. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is Monday night. Monday night. Hopefully everybody had a great Monday starting off the week. Okay. Well, last night I had a massive storm and a power outage, but tonight we're back online. We're back online because that's all you need is to be back online. By the way, today we are using, let's see, the Waterfall Tarot. You can get the Waterfall Tarot link in the description. I'm shipping it out. I have it in my possession. So if you are interested in the Waterfall Tarot, pick it up down there with the link. So there you go. Get some good stuff going over here. Got my tarot deck out, working on my book. I should have my book done at the end of this week. Whoa, Zach is here. What is going on, Zach? It has been a minute. It has been quite some time since we have seen Zach. So what is going on, Zach? How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, well, we don't do all reversals, so there we go. Let's check it out. See what we're doing here. All right. So we got some games being played, maybe. Southern Soul Tarot, how are you doing as well? Got some games being played. Does he really want to work it out? Or is it all fun and games? Well, you know, maybe not fun and games if they're doing games. I do think they want some change, right? We do have death here. Death sort of indicates that we do want something different. We want something different than the status quo. So, you know, if we're already broken up, if we're trying to get back together, if we're trying to work it out and get back and, you know, get normal again, which is always the ideal situation, then, yeah, Death says, let's do something a little bit different. Let's get back into the love. Let's get back and, you know, and do some love. Let's have some maybe some hearts in the air. Let's get that feeling back. And, you know, I want it back. I don't want to really sacrifice the relationship just yet. Knight of Swords says we want to get moving on this. We don't want to wait a lot. So maybe it's a situation where we just want to sort of rush through it and try to figure out if that's going to be the best idea. Knight of Swords is not really a big planning card as well, right? I mean, you know, just sort of let's run in, hope for the best, and see what happens. And that's sort of what we're doing with this. We don't really make, I mean, you're talking about working it out. You need to put some effort into figuring out, you know, exactly what you're working out and what is going to happen with that. Because if you just leap into it, you have the same problems that you had before, and you get the same relationship and ending that you had before as well. So you need to do a little Page of Pentacles. Now, the Rock is, you know, it literally like the rock. It is the stability of the page, but we really don't know how to bring in that stability just yet. So, you know, sometimes we're going to have to sort of wing it and figure out how to bring in the stability if that's possible at all. Ideally, we can do that, but the page says we don't have a lot of information on it. We're trying to figure out how to get into that. Zach, email me at the usual email address. Zach, we'll get you a free copy out. If you don't mind, no box, I get you a copy out. Throw you some tarot your way. So the Six of Swords says it's another movement card. Ultimately, I want a better situation than last time. If that means I have to work at it, then that's fine. I mean, that's cool, but I am willing to do that. And all that good stuff. So, yeah, we need to get that going. So, yeah, I think they're genuine. They genuinely want to work it out. But if you do want to work it out with them, you need to figure out what's the plan. because no plan means failure, basically, is what we're sort of going with. Anyway, Ocean and Philippe have joined Mona as well. What is going on? It's good to see you both. Good to see you both. Who has some questions? Throw down some questions. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It was pretty fun indeed. So I need to do a 4K flip through and start using it on a regular basis, but yeah, it is pretty fun. All right, who has a question? Throw it down. Throw down them questions. Figure out what is happening there. YouTube, okay. Yes, thanks, on point. Well, that's good. That's awesome. Universe gave you a night off. Well, apparently the rainstorm, it like started hailing, and it was like huge hail coming down. There's this massive thunder and everything else. Anyway, the power died, and it came on like about 8. So I'm just like, it's 8. I'm normally eat at this time, so I didn't really do anything. Anyway, so yeah, it was kind of a dead space there, but that's okay. Anyway, who else has a question? Throw it out. Throw it out there. We'll do some questions, or we'll just sit here. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some magic tricks if nobody has any questions. I love reading for the rest of August. All right. Rose had a question. There we go. Zara had a question, but I don't know what Zara's question was. Post it out there. Post it out there and see what happens with all of that. All right. Rose wants to know, what is the love reading for the rest of August? There we go. Not much left of August. We're kind of picking up the pieces at this point of August, but yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that with the Cat Tarot, the Grimalkin. Everybody loves that. So here we go. You tell me how nursing school will go this semester. Sounds good. Hail, signs of softballs. Yeah, that's nuts. How will my new job go? There we go. Capricorn thinking about something. Yeah, it's working out there. Hello from Canada. Well, hello, Hermit. Hello back from the great state of Texas. Well, it's great until the massive thunderstorms start raining down. By the way, in case you're new here and you've never been here, there is no list. I pick randomly. If I like your question, I may read it, but donations take priority. So if you absolutely need to get some question answered, throw a donation. We'll get you set up. All right. Love reading for the rest of August. We're having some difficulty. August seems to be a bad month. It seems to be difficult with that. Justice being reversed says, yeah, maybe there's some stuff I need to take care of as far as love is concerned. I mean, we're not really getting the love that we want. We're not really getting the affection. We're not really getting the relationships that we want during this month, maybe last month as well. 3 of Wands says we're not really sure what to do about it. We're trying to get that in. TZ, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, the 3 of Wands says we're not really sure what to do about it. I mean, it seems like we're just getting bad matches. We're getting bad relationships. We're getting bad synchronicity, as we sort of go through and try to figure out how to deal with this. And we're not really sure how to fix it. Part of that, though, is that there's not a lot of planning. There's not a lot of path work, not a lot of work being done to get the relationship to be stable. So a lot of this is put on, get the freebie, the standard honeymoon period, and just get that, ride it along. At the end of that, we have some problems. Madeline, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Have some problems at the end of the honeymoon period. It seems we need to plan ahead a little bit, plan accordingly to get past that honeymoon period and to see what's sort of on the end of that. The other thing is that you sort of had some deception as far as the relationship goes as well. Queen Famous, welcome. How are you doing? And Mary, how are you? Yeah, so the deception is coming in as well. So the Fool says that you do have more potential partners sort of in line. You do have some more love in line that's going to be in a better situation, but we need to sort of focus on how to get that and how to fix the problems, and then that will greatly improve on that as well. Guileless, what is going on? How are you doing? All right, so we have a TZ, me and Nelson, 2 Pisces. Well, that is going to be an interesting thing there. All right, TZ, me and N. Me and N, how are we going to work out? Is Nelson going to be all hearts? Is it going to be an all hearts relationship where we just go like, you know, this is working out well. This is working out quite lovely. Me and Nelson. Nelson comes home, gives me a big hug. Nelson says, what are you doing? How was your Monday? You want to go watch that tarot oracle? And I'm like, yeah, you know, let's go watch the tarot oracle. Let's go watch the tarot oracle, because if it's not thunderstorming over there, I think he's going to be reading tarot. That's all we really need in life is a lack of thunderstorms. If you have that, then everything does go well. But when the hail starts just like pouring down from the heavens, then it's a little bit more challenged. So you got to sort of wing it at that point. All right, turn the heart off and turn that off. Cool. So let's see about you and Nelson. How's it going to work out? 7 of Swords says that this is sort of an on and off thing. Sometimes it's passion. Sometimes it's amazing. Austin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's passionate, amazing, just like where you're fully in it. Lillian, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Yeah, you know, you want that. You want that to where it is going to be lovely. It is going to be absolutely amazing. And it is going to be something that I can look forward to. But 7 of Swords is just more of an on-off thing. Sometimes it's really, really going strong. And other times, not so much. You just have these down periods where things aren't working out. Things aren't quite incompatible. The 2 of Cups, though, says that overall you have a pretty good relationship going. I mean, if you want to know a future, if you want something that's going to be stable, if you want something that's going to be nice, you have that. 2 of Cups is the coming together card. No pun intended. It's where 2 people come together and they fall in love and everything works out and it's just great. It doesn't guarantee like this long-term relationship, but it does say that the compatibility is there. I talk about this in my book, by the way. The 2 of Cups versus the Lovers. What is the difference? Like where do you go, right? The 2 of Cups gives you that free beginning where things are really going well. You're really getting into this passion. And the Knight of Cups as well says that the emotional stability is there, the emotional connection is there, which is important. That's really a lot what you need. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The 4 of Wands points to the stability as well. So if you're looking for Nelson, Nelson's looking pretty solid, I gotta say. Nelson is looking rock solid. I mean, let's go ahead and make it official. Let's put some hearts on the screen. I mean, I'm just saying, Nelson is not looking half bad. Not looking half bad at all. So I would hang in there. I would hang in there indeed. All right, MB wants to know what's up with J, future with J? Future with J or not? Sunflower Tower's logged in with like 3 accounts. We got the double Reina, because there's only one thing better than Reina. It's 2 Reinas. It's 2 Reinas. That's what you need in life. You need more Reina. Silver, welcome. What is going on? A thumbs up with this account. There you go. All right. So if you're in the first wave of the Waterfall Tarot, by the way, I got that in the mail today and tomorrow. So my post office has a limit. If you bring in more than like 50 things, they complain. So I brought in the first 50 and then I'm going to bring in the next 50 tomorrow. So we're going to have that rocking and rolling. Lillian, did you order a book? Lillian, I don't remember seeing your name on there. If you ordered a book, it's going to be a couple more weeks. So, and then we'll send it out a couple more weeks. All right. Future with J, how is that looking? King of Cups, Strength, Ace of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. I mean, it's definitely not one of those smooth going relationship. So if you're looking for this immediate connection, this passionate connection with Jay, I mean, I think that you have it, right? The King of Cups talks about that the emotional component is there. We have what we need as far as the emotions are concerned, but there's a lot of other things that are not quite fixed or are not quite ready to go. And part of that is going to be, just the kitty, what is going on. Part of that is just going to be a lot of other things that are lacking within this. The love's there. The emotions are there. We have the passion that we need on this. So we're rocking and rolling with that. The King of Cups said that. Strength says that we have the hard connection, no pun intended, that we need. So we're just sort of gripped in there. We're in there good, and we're in there quite well. Strength, a lot of times in a reading, is similar to the Two of Cups when we sort of walk into a love reading. It just says we have that connection together, and that's sort of what we need at this point. We have the emotional, we got the firm connection going. Ace of Swords says, though, that we have some communication issues. Sometimes we're completely off base. Sometimes we just say things. We really don't know where we're going to go with it at the end of the day. It's just kind of rough where we just don't have the communication. You ordered the nature and your water. Okay, Lillian, did you order a book or not? Anyway, Lillian, let me know. I will get yours. If you didn't order a book, yours is going out tomorrow. Okay, but yeah, the Ace of Swords talks about the communication is not really firm. We need a lot of fixes to the communication. We need a lot of things going on there, and we just don't have it. So if we need to get that started, if we need to get better communication, that's what's going to happen, because it is going to bring in a Ten of Wands, or a little bit of a weighty, a little bit of a thick, weighty type thing. So that is going to be where it is at. Lillian, yes, if you did not order a book, yours goes out tomorrow. So thank you again, Lillian, for all your support. All right. So let's see here. Austin's spirit reading. Let's check that out and see how that is going. All right. Spirit reading. Let's get that fixed for you. And we can do that with the Happy Tarot. Well, I mean, it's not literally called Happy. I think it's called the Playful Heart Tarot. That's what we got. That is what we got. All right. Let's check that out and see how that goes. All right. Yeah, Lillian, you had the corrected postal code. I remember that, Lillian. You had the corrected postal code. So let's get that for you. Let's get that out for you. All right. The Three of Swords reversed, as far as spirit reading, says the disappointments that you're sort of running into a lot. You're sort of just bumping into it sometimes. We have some disappointments. We have some things that are okay, Lillian, you're good then. We have some things that are disappointing or sort of bouncing back and forth. And we sort of need to get loose of these things, get free of these things. Don't hang on to them, or get into a space to where you're not too relying on good news a lot of times, because sometimes you have sort of a mix, right? You have a good news, bad news, things are going well, or things are kind of challenged. Sometimes we're not really sure where to go with it. Three of Swords says don't hang on to some of the negative aspects, let go of it. And there you go. So just sort of, don't hang on to that. Let other things get in, let the bad things sort of slide off sometimes, instead of hanging on to that and sort of relying on that as something firm in your life. King of Pentacles, though, that is the retired banker. That's the one where you're just sort of comfortable where you're at. Jay, what is going on? You're sort of comfortable where you're at. You're not really in a state where you need a ton of other things to be happy. You're pretty pretty reliant on how things are going. And I think you get into this comfortable pattern, this smooth pattern of stuff going on in your life to where you're like, yeah, I mean, it's working out for me now. Would I love a couple more things? I mean, would I love a little bit more? Sure. But at the end of the day, I mean, things are going okay. We see that with the Six of Cups as well. We have a lot of friends. We have a lot of support. It could be friends, family. We have a nice support network going where we don't need a lot extra. We don't need a lot of stuff in order to be happy. Or, of course, we could use a ton of stuff. Sure, we'd love to win the lottery or things like that. But, the messages from Spirit say you're in a space to where things are going all right. You have the support network you need. You're pretty comfortable in a lot of different ways. But overall, the Six of Cups says, I'm where I need to be most of the time. Strength, again, points to that comfort that you have, the things that you have. So a lot of times the strength says we have some sort of a connection, or I need power over certain people. I need power over a situation. And that sort of goes here, though, as well. So a lot of times you let other people make a decision for you, or you let society, or you let just things slide to where you're not really trying to make a decision. You just let other people sort of guide you in some ways. And that sort of goes back with your support network as well. But this says, strength says, make your own decision. Come to your own conclusions and take command, take that driver's seat sometimes, because sometimes it is going to be necessary to pick that up and run with it. Sometimes just grab the driver's seat and just go full steam with it. Go full steam with it. All right. What does your dog think of you? All right. Hopefully they like you. At least they want to lick you. Or, I'm not saying. Let's see. What does my dog think of me? Well, let's find out by using the echoes of nature. Echoes of nature. Because nothing says dogs like the echoes of nature. So, people were wondering if I had a dog tarot. I do. It's called the Echoes of Nature. Miss 88 or 888. There is no list. There is a random selection, but donations take priority. All right, so we got the echoes, shuffling it up, getting everything done there. There we go. Give it one more shuffle because it has been a minute. It has been a minute since I have used this. Well, we're going to go with that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll go with a fourth. It is a doggy. It's probably, I would say 60% dogs. It's a lot of dogs, I gotta say. All right. So what does a dog think of you? Let's get rid of that and figure it out. What does a dog think? Well, the tree transforming. We're in a state where we're pretty much getting into the next stage. I think we're moving into a new space, right? They think of you, of course they love you. They got that cute look that they love you. And we do actually have the love card as well. TZ, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, the dog has the heart. The dog has the heart. Loves you. We got the love card. It's official. It is official. Looking farther out, the dog does sort of want to go out and get stuff done. I think the dog has a lot of fun stuff that it wants to do. And looking farther out says, let's go outside, take a walk, run around a dog park somewhere, sniff another dog's butt, and sniff another dog's butt, and maybe have some fun with that. It's Diane. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. All right. So yeah, love confirms it. Confusion. So sometimes you do have those confusing things to where you're doing something and then you do something else, and the dog's like, what in the world's going on over there? What in the world is going on over there? Right now is about the time that we go eat, but now we're not. Now there's something else going on. Again, transforming. You're getting into a better place. You're getting into a higher plane. Things are just going. It's a good dog. That's right. It's a good doggy. The doggy loves you. It's official. We got the new hearts, by the way. The doggy loves you. It is absolutely official. All right, now DYB wants to know something about a house. What does DYB got going on? The house that I wanted, put a deposit. Okay. Family put it. Will they get the new owners the house that I wanted? Okay, so another family put a deposit. Will they get the house that I wanted? You didn't get that deposit in quick enough? What happened? What happened? You didn't get it in quick enough? No pun intended? I don't know. What's a good house deck? I would say that I would say let's go with the Anna K. Go with the Anna K. Yeah, you just need to, the dog needs to go out and sniff another dog's behind. If you do that, everything works out great. As long as you get the butt sniffing going on, that's all you need in life. Is, you know, especially on a Monday. I gotta say, if you need to sniff a butt, Monday is the day to do it. You know, if you've been holding out all weekend, you've been holding out. You're like, I don't want to sniff a butt this weekend. I'm too busy, you know. Sunflower Tarot, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Then you save it until Monday. And that's the best day for butt sniffing. Okay, the page. We've got the owners, and they're outbidding you, apparently. So let's see if they're going to outbid you. Page, oh, they put that thing in there. They put it in there. They have a good, I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to get it. We're going out on a limb. We're going out on a limb and saying, no, I don't think they're going to get it. I mean, they did put the money down or whatnot, but we got the tower. It's like something goes wrong with this deal. It doesn't work out the way that they want. Something happened. Something happened. Mina, what is going on? It's good to see you. Something happened with the tower. It's not going to go through. We're going to have a bit of a crumbling, a bit of a drama associated with that. The 10 says you got room to sort of sneak in after and get it if you need it, right? This is going to be the house that you wanted. The tower says they don't quite get it in. Now, the 3 points to this couple. Chica, thank you for your donation. Appreciate it. Let me know what your question is. So the 3 says that this is a tight family that's trying to get this done. They find out something they don't like about it. There's something else happens with this transaction that they're not too happy with, and they end up with not getting where they need to be with it, right? The 3 into the tower, it doesn't quite work out. It's almost like that their money is not taken or the money is rejected or something happened. So this is the house that you wanted. Sounds like they outbid you. They got in there first. I don't think it's going to work out for them. We got a lot of negative cards here, especially the page. They're fishing for this. They're trying to get it, and it just doesn't work out like they had expected. And that is that. So, you know, I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out at all. All right. Does the card show long-term commitment? That messages long-term commitment. All right, we'll pull some more cards for you. TZ. We want to figure out that. Long-term commitment. L, what is going on? How are you doing? So let's see about that long-term commitment. We can throw down the Gilded Tarot Royale. That is going to be it. That is going to be it. L, we are here for 30 more minutes. All right. Yeah, I need to use them more often. I do need to use them more often. They are quite complex if you read the PDF. They're a little more complex. So you got multiple layers of the echoes of nature. You can do it the easy way, where you just throw it down and go with the intuition and the keywords, and you can do it the hard way, which is the numerology associations, astrology associations. So it's like peeling off the layer of the onion. The Royale with cheese, indeed. I need to see that movie again. Speaking of which, okay, The World Reversed. I mean, we're looking for the long-term commitment. We had a fantastic read, a lot of good cards. The World Reversed is not looking, you know, it's almost like, Lillian, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. The World Reversed says like right now is probably not the time to talk about long-term commitment. There's something else going on. There's some other thing happening. There's some other drama. This could be a situation where you need to wait a little bit. The world says maybe delay it a little bit. And I say that because the Six of Swords is next. That's moving from a bad place into a better place. Tiara, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. It's moving from a bad place or an okay place into this beautiful realm, into this new place. It's going to be really exciting. I think that's where you're at. I think you have a place. Elle, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. I think you have a place where the relationship just suddenly just blossoms into something huge. It's huge. I think you just wait for it and let it blossom. It blossoms into something big time. The Six of Swords into the Ten of Swords says it blossoms into something much better. So sort of wait for that. Seven of Swords says that this is the moment that you really want to sort of react with long-term commitment discussions, all sorts of other things, right? So when you see it blossom, when you see it hit that point, that's sort of the time to start talking about that. But right now, maybe not. Right now, maybe not. But later, I think that is going to be the time. That is going to be the time to where everything just starts just working out. Everybody is really serious. Things get going well. That could be like maybe a job change for them or a life change to where suddenly we have all of this other good stuff coming in. And everyone is kind of excited, but we sort of have to see about that. Anyway, Chica, let's see. Found out with truth, but denial of my partner. All right, Chica, we will get to your reading in just a second. Miss Honey, thank you for your donation as well. In case you're wondering what the donations look like, this is the queue. So we are on, where are we on? We just did TZ. And now we're doing It's Diane. So we got a little bit of a cue here. So hang on with us. We're going to rock it. We're going to rock that cue, no doubt about it. All right, It's Diane. I'm planning on moving. We'll move help in both situations. All right, It's Diane. Let's try it out. Moving is going to help us out or not? Jay, thank you for your donation as well. Donations are piling up. Going to be going a little late today. All right. Well, let's do, for this one, let's do the Encore Tarot. That is going to be it. That is going to be it. Mina, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. That is going to be it. Okay. Moving is going to solve all of our problems. I hope so. I hope so. That would be great. That would be great if moving did just like magically solve our problem. But is that realistic or not? This tarot hopefully will give us some ideas here because it says what? It says the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups reversed. Now the Hermit, when we're talking about moving, that is a successful move. That's where you get there. You get comfortable, you get settled in, which is one of the big pieces here. The Hermit says, I'm settled in here. Ace of Cups, though, it doesn't solve both. It doesn't solve both. I do think it solves one, but not both. Ace of Cups being reversed. One is financial, one is getting away from a relationship, right? Ace of Cups says it doesn't fix the relationship part, though. I think it fixes the money a little bit. Hermit says we get successfully moved. That's one of the big key factors here. Ace of Swords points to that as well. We get there. We get successfully moved. The relationship drama, it's almost like something else is going on with the relationship to get to that. Ten of Cups says overall we're happy with the move. So if we need like an overall picture, right, to where I say, okay, give me a high level, satellite view of what happens after the move. I'm going to say overall you're pleased with it or you're good with the move. But the Ace of Cups being reversed says it doesn't fully fix the relationship thing. Maybe the person keeps reaching out. Maybe the person is almost desperate. Maybe they're really getting too serious with it and you're trying to get non-serious with it. Something else happens with that to where you're just not too happy at the end as far as the relationship is concerned. But overall satellite view, yes, you're happy It fixes a lot of the financial situation. By the way, the entertainment purposes only. So there is that. All right, DYB. So me making a deposit on it. Okay, DYB, we got you covered there. All right, put DYB in the queue here. There we go. All right, somebody think overall you're happy with the move, and that's sort of where we're at, right? As long as you're happy with the move, as long as things are going well, then I think that'll be all right. Okay, let's see, Monica, thank you for your donation, appreciate you. So, Sunflower Tarot said, pick a good question. I think we had some butt sniffing conversation. Looking for another question. Anyway, throw out some questions in chat, by the way. Mona, thank you. I appreciate that. Top of the Zodiac, something, something. You throw out a question in chat, and Sunflower just threw out a donation of a reading there. So we'll check that out. Get a good question in chat. Vanessa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Did I find out the truth? Chica, did I find out the truth or not? So this is just a yes or no. See if we have some BS coming out of our partner here. We could do the This Might Hurt Tarot. This Might Hurt Tarot is going to be perfect for this. Because if you need to find out the truth, this might hurt indeed. All right, Moonchild won the lottery there. Moonchild says, wondering about their intentions. I met somebody new. I met them. I threw it down. Let's see how that goes. Speaking of throwdown, did we get some BS or not? A yes or no question. Is this the truth? Could it be the truth? Oh my. Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. I don't think it's 100% the truth. I don't think it's like 100%, right? I don't think that... Mona, let me know what your question is. I don't think you're in a situation where you're getting the full story. But I do think there's some truth particles in the mix. Emperor says at the end of the day, they want to be in charge. They want to convince you of this. It's important to convince you of this. If truth or not, they want to convince you of this. Ten of Wands says they're going to lay it on the line, and they're going to lay it on the line for you and tell you what they think. But you know, it's not 100% the truth. It's not going to be 100% that way. Knight of Swords says they want you to be convinced pretty quickly. They want to get this going quickly. They don't want to wait. They don't want to wait. They want to get it rocking and moving as quick as possible. They want to be in charge. They want you to believe it. They want you to believe it quickly. It is something that bothers them. Eight of Cups being reversed is where I say, yeah, there's a lot of truth into this. Not 100%. But there is a lot of truth into this. Eight of Cups is literally like a denial card, where you're just denying everything, you're escaping, you're getting out, and they don't want to do that. They're sort of interested in your reaction. And that's could that be part of the control factor? Maybe. All right. Anyway, Moon wants to know about a new person, seeing what is going on with that. Lillian, thanks for hanging out. We will see you next time. We'll get your cards out tomorrow. All right. Okay, let's check this out by using the Slow Tarot. We got somebody new. We want to find out what is happening. What is happening with all of that? All right, Mona, is V totally available? Should I surrender? Mona, you're going to surrender? That's a first. Mona, I can't see you surrendering to anything, actually. Mona, you can't, you got to watch that surrender thing. All right, let's check it out. The new person going to be decent. The new person going to be terrible. What's going on with the new person? Two of Coins, Strength, and the Nine. I think the new person's all right. I think they're all right. I mean, the Nine of Coins has a lot of good factors to it. The Knight of Coins points to we've worked on it. We've had the discussion. I think the more you work on it, the more improvement you have. You got to work on it though. It's not a freebie. You're going to have to lay down the cards. You're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to put some effort into it. I think if you do, the more effort that you put into it, the better it turns out in the long run. So yes, it does turn out. Strength says you have that synchronicity between that's going to be pretty good. But again, you know, sort of this new thing, you sort of want to, you know, watch for the red flags, but I mean, work on making it better, work on being an improvement, work on having this nice relationship. And the Two of Coins says you do have some choices within here as well. I think that you're going to have other opportunities that you may want to go with instead. That may be the case, but it depends on your work level. It seems the more effort that you put into it, the better at the end of the day that you get in that. So that's sort of where we're at with the slow tarot and all of that other good stuff. Now we're going to use the little prince for the next one. Little prince for the next one. Will my dog get along with Aurora? All right, so we have two dogs. Two dogs in love. Will the two dogs get along? Will the two dogs have the hearts? That's what you need. That's what you need at the end of the day, is have some hearts with the two dogs. And for this, I think we're going to use the Fortune Cookie Oracle. The Fortune, we won't use that. We'll use the Fortune Cookie Oracle. And check that out. Find out if these dogs are going to get along. As long as you can sniff each other's butt, that it's a guaranteed relationship workout at that point. You gotta let the butt sniffing happen, and then it greatly improves. The situation improves dramatically after the butt sniffing. All right, so whether they're going to get along or not, let's check that out with the Fortune Cookie Oracle. Let's see about that. Follow your curiosity. I mean, the dogs are interested in each other. They're not going to just be, you know, biting at each other's neck, trying to get the drawing blood or anything. Follow your curiosity. So they are curious about each other. It's somebody interesting, somebody new. I want to see what they're all about. Trust is mutual comes into play here too. We got, see, you're sort of like just, you know, they're like touching that horse. They're petting the horse. Trust is mutual. I think once they get the booty sniffing out, I think they get comfortable with each other. I've smelled your butt at this point. I'm ready to get into a relationship. You know, I'm ready to get into a relationship. I think it's going to work out. Hard work will pay off. I think the more they're exposed to each other, the more comfortable they are around each other. Sort of get that relationship going where they're like, hey, I really like this other person. I think they end up, you know, sleeping in the same bed. I think they end up just relaxing together. They end up watching out for each other. I think it's going to be a nice thing. Change is inevitable, though. They do have different interests. They do have different hobbies. I think one may be more hyperactive than the other one. You're going to have to navigate that out. You may have to take the other one walking a bit more. I don't know. But, you know, I think they do work out. So if you're looking for a nice relationship between two doggies, I think you got it. I think you have it. I think that is going to be just magical for you. Right. You know, is Sean and I going to get back together? Elle wants to know about that. Are we going to have a reconciliation? Going to have a reconciliation and love and all of that good stuff. Here we go. Here we go. This is the one to use for this. The Little Prince. Because we need to get the hearts on screen. We need to get the love back. Need to get the love focused in there. And if we get that, if we get the hearts, it's going to be all right. Because love is what it's all about. What it's all about indeed. Okay. Stability or not. Seems like the stability thing is there. Now the lovers is a stable. If you're looking for relationships, you got the Two of Cups, you got the Lovers. It is, you know, there's a difference there. Two of Cups is like meeting and getting along, getting in there, and that's going to be important. The Lovers, though, does talk about the stability, because you're in there with the stability. You want that rock solid. I think that's where you got the Lovers. I do think there's a level of stability that is going to naturally be there. I don't think it's forever, though. Not forever. It looks a little rocky later on. The Three of Wands, it's like we get tempted by other people. We're suddenly interested in other people. We're looking around. We may, see somebody else. We may want to sniff their butt. We're not dogs, but I mean, but yeah, the Three of Wands says I'm sort of window shopping sometimes, though. Window shopping a little bit. I like to look at other people. I like to have some other interests, some other things. I like to go out, be on my own and things. And the Three of Wands sort of points to that. Six of Wands as well is that I think we have an on-off to where it goes fantastic, and then something weird happens. A couple of red flags, a couple of things. We're looking around, and we got a couple of things that are seeding this mistrust in there, which you don't want to have. You need to stomp that out. Get a clear communication. If it's from the ex, you need to get a clear communication as far, this is what I expect. I realize your ex is coming around. I realize they're trying to get communication, but just don't be, have more of a trust situation. Don't be distrustful, and don't let that distrust sort of creep in. So it's best to knock that out as fast as you can. Five of Cups says, again, we have this good and bad, good news, bad news. Five of Cups says there is a level of disappointment. There is some distrust that creeps in. There is some stuff that comes in. You want to watch out for that. You don't want that to be a prominent aspect of that. So there you go. All right. Somebody's beating on my front door. They can tick off because I ain't answering it. All right. Let's see. DYB wants to know that house that has a deposit on it. When do you see making my deposit on it? Okay. Let's check that out. When do you see me making a deposit on the DYB house? All right, let's use a different deck. Let's use the Hermetic Tarot. I think that's going to be a pretty good one. I do enjoy some Hermetic Tarot action, I gotta say. I enjoy the Hermetic Tarot action. Enya, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. There's somebody still beating at my front door. It's got to be another exterminator guy. They're so annoying. Deborah and Tiara, thank you for your donations. I'm telling you now, every week, another exterminator person comes around trying to sell me an exterminator package. It's like, no, I'm good. All right. Hermetic Tarot says, making the deposit, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot. DYB, I think you're hooked on this house. You're not going to be on it. DYB, I think you're going to end up with a different house. I'm just saying you're going to end up with a different house. I know this house is important. This is your dream house. The other person put a thing on it, and they have some sort of a red flag or something where it doesn't really do that. But, I think at the end of the day, I think that there's other opportunities for that. Queen of Pentacles says you are able to put something on a house. You are able to put a deposit on a house. The Chariot, though, the Chariot says it's a different house. DYB, I think you end up with a different house. Princess of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. The house that you want is not stable. You find something, I think that you discover something, and I think that you end up moving to a different house, or you end up interested in a different house. By the way, L, thank you for your subscription. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Obviously, don't make house decisions based upon a tarot reader. So, there you go. DYB, I think you're going to move to another house. DYB, I'm telling you now, I think you're going to move to another house. The reason that they did not keep their deposit on that house, I think is the same reason you don't keep the house as well. Just going off feelings here. I think you're going to end up in a different house. I know this is your dream house. You've been asking about it for like a month. I'm telling you, DYB. I'm just telling you. All right. T's current feelings, and do they regret breaking up? Oh no. Oh no. Breaking up is hard to do. All right. Let's go with a Wonderland. We have not used the Thoth. I mean, the Thoth would be a good one for breakups, that's for sure. Would be a good one for breaking up. The Thoth would be great for that. But we don't want to be broken up forever. We don't want to be stuck there forever. We want to move on. We want to move on. We need to get them back. That's fine. But, you know, we need to feel out with their feelings. So you feel them out first. No pun intended. Feel them out first. See what their feelings are. So they serious about a relationship? They wasting their time? They pretty good with that? Ooh, you got some... All right. I mean, Ms. Honey, you got some good cards here. You got some good cards here. 10 of Pentacles is rock solid stable. Talks about a solid relationship. A solid relationship. Mona wants to know about the Q. It's huge, Mona. We're like up here. And we got all of these to go. Mona, it's pretty serious Q tonight. 10 of Pentacles is a rock solid relationship because it includes the family, the dogs, the house. It's having everything. It's having everything. That is going to be it. Oh, Mona, you're actually next. Yeah, you're actually next. So Mona, you're good. You're actually next. I forgot you did the square thing. So we got you covered, Mona. All right. But yeah, it's a perfect relationship thing. And then you have the Sun. But Empress is reversed. Queen of Pentacles is reversed. I think that they miss you. And I think they do still have feelings for you. But I'm getting this not right now. And yeah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm getting a not right now feel to this. We have a good relationship. We did regret breaking up with you. The Sun says we're going to have you again. You're going to have this relationship again. Don't worry. The Empress says not right now, though. The Empress needs to be right side up for this. It really does. The Empress talks about being comfortable with it, being comfortable with where we are, being comfortable with the relationship, getting back together, getting serious with it. Empress being reversed says, let's not do it right now because of the Queen of Pentacles, because logistics are stopping us from getting into it. They moved on and they're trying other things. I don't think their other things are going to work out. But they have to go through that process. They have to go through that learning thing as well. DYB, thank you for your other donation. So the Queen of Pentacles reverse says, not right now. They're trying other things. They're talking to other people. Do they regret it? Your question, yes. They regret breaking up with you. They do miss you. The Sun says you will be together again, but you have to be patient. You got to wait, let them wander through, muddle through a couple of failures. And then when they do that, they're going to be like, you know, I really miss Ms. Honey. Maybe I can call Ms. Honey right now and see how they are doing. Speaking of how you're doing, Mona, how are you doing? Mona, it is your turn. I probably got the order wrong, but Mona, that's how it goes. Busy night. You know, we had last night with the thunderstorms. Tonight we got the thunderstorm Otero. Speaking of which, we're going to slam down some Thoth action. And see what is going to happen with that. All right. Should I surrender to love? Should we? Mona, should we surrender to love? Should we? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think we should just surrender to the love. Got a couple of red flags here. First off, it's not like something that is just moving right along and really just going full steam. It seems to be dead and dried up. And that's what you have with this card over here, is this dead, dried up feel. Dead, dried up feel, to where it's just not going how we need it to go. So, you know, the water's not flowing. It is dried up. Things aren't going well. It has some potential, though. I'm not saying it's not completely useless. It has some potential. We have some fiery aspect to it. We have some passion with it. We have some good feelings, some good overall feelings with that. So that is going to be there as well. Now, it's all about getting comfortable with it, though. You need to get comfortable with them. You need to let it grow a little bit. You need to see where the potential is going if you do have potential, because I think it's going to dry up. I think it is going to be one of those where it just sort of dies off for no reason. It has some opportunities. You see a couple of red flags, but it just goes away. It's like, this was fun, but now it's not so much fun. Now it's not as interesting. It's not as passionate as it was. A lot of factors that I loved to do when I first started, they're not there anymore. So I think that's where you're at. I think that's where you're at the end, is that it just doesn't keep fiery. It dries up, it stales out, and you get into a situation where you're like, I'd rather do something else. Anything else at this point. It's just unfun at this point. All right, so Guileless is going to a vet tech. Check that out. Speaking of dogs and animals, going to a vet tech. Who would be a good one? We need like an animal tarot over here. I guess we could use the Echoes of Nature again. It's not even on that side. I need two cameras. One for each side. Because I have so many freaking pre-orders, you have no idea. And when I get all of those, it's going to be packed in here. It's going to be like, which tarot am I going to use today? Because my God, there's a lot of them. It just gets boring. Speaking of gets boring, Echoes of Nature. All right. There you go. Heavy thoughts indeed. So we're going to get into a vet tech program. We're going to try to figure that out. Higher perspective. Higher perspective says, where are you going with this? Are you just want to be a vet tech for the rest of your life? Do you want to be a veterinarian? Do you want to be a vet surgeon? What do you want to do? This is your entrance into the field. Is this the field that you want to be in? Is this really it? So if it is, what's your ultimate goal and how are you going to get there? Higher perspective says, don't settle for the beginnings. Don't settle for the basics. Let's go full steam. Heavy thoughts, though, says some of the things that you're going to try to do are going to be problematic. It's going to be very difficult to get. Helping hand says you may not have the financial fortitude to do everything that you want to do with this industry. Approaching success, though, says if you're looking for something temporary, I want to get, some work. I want to get something regular while I go to school to do something else. So if that's going to be a steady job for you, it's going to pay enough to pay the bills, and it's going to be something that I can do. I think that's all right. But you need to look longer term, higher perspective. Don't settle on a job. If you need it to pay the bills, that's cool. But if you're doing a career, focus on where you want to be in the long run. Make those plans. If this is a stepping stone in that area, then that is going to be a key for you. But, figure out what you want to do. What is your final goal? And then go for that and chase that with all your might. All right, Jay. A General J. Let's check that out and see how that's going to go. Now we'll go back over here to our regularly scheduled programming, and we're going to pick up, I can't believe we haven't used it yet. We are going to pick up the Light Seers Tarot. That is such an amazing. Yeah, speaking of which, where is Wolf and Tash? I think they're on vacation this week. I think they went out. Had some fun this week. They're like, you know what? I am going to go have some fun and try some fun things out instead of doing that moderating. Let's get out and actually go out and do some stuff. All right. So let's do a Generala for Jay. Ooh, Judgment. You know, the rest of August, you know, it's just a little bit boring. The rest of August, you're looking for, there's not much left. There's only half left, but the rest of it's kind of dull. Judgment, that rebirth, that excitement is just not there. You don't have that spiritual reawakening. You don't have that excitement. You don't have the explosions and all of that good stuff. Queen of Wands says you're not able to get a lot. I think that you're focusing on a lot of stuff you want to get done this month. This month, not a good time. It seems like this month may be a hindrance for you. You can't get all the goals. You can't get all the things that you've been focusing on, that you've been trying to get in. A lot of times you just can't get it done. In other words, don't start big projects. Big projects are a no-no right now, right? Queen of Wands says don't start that big project. Hang on. Start it later. Try it later. August is not going to be friendly for you for that type of stuff. And you see that with the Six of Pentacles too. Six of Pentacles says, watch how much you give. If you're giving too much, if you're donating too much of your time, your energy, don't let the energy vampires catch you during August. Don't let them drain a lot of stuff from you. Keep focused, keep where you want to be. That's going to be important, but watch how much you give of yourself so you don't end up doing too much of that at this point. Now, the Two of Wands says it is time to plan a vacation. Time to plan a vacation and figure out where you're going with that. So vacations are going to be important. Trip, travel, relaxing. It's time to do that. Two of Wands domain. We're looking out the window. We're looking at our domain. We need to figure out how we want to relax. What is going to be the next vacation, next fun part of your life? Start planning for it. Start planning for it. That is going to be key right now to get that in place. Get that in place. Move on with all of that good stuff. Mina, how about my mother-in-law fair is moving? All right, Mina, let's check out your mother-in-law, see how she's going to do. Mother-in-law moving. Angel Wings, hello. How are you doing? How is it going today? Yeah, you do need, Jay, you need the biggest vacation ever. Come over to Texas. You can be live on the stream. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Where are we going with that? The golden wheel is that. The golden wheel is that. A vacay. I wish I could do a vacation. Everywhere I want to go has a lockdown for like a month. So if I travel anywhere, I'm going to get to my destination and I'm going to be locked down in my room for a month. I could do that here. If I'm going to be locked down, I might as well just stay here. COVID needs to go away. I'm tired of it. Getting burned out of this COVID thing. I want to travel because I was going to see the pyramids this year. I was going to try to live stream from the pyramids, but I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible to live stream the pyramids because that area, I heard the area is dirt cheap for hotels. The flight's not bad. And overall, it is pretty decent. And I always wanted to see the pyramids. So, but I can't. Stupid COVID. All right. Mother-in-law is moving. How is it going to work out? Nine of Wheels says not too bad. Not too bad. I think there are a couple of financial things sort of going with this. King of Wheels being upside down says it's almost like that there are some unexpected finances. There's some unexpected things going to sort of hit. Maybe things are more expensive there. Maybe we have some other factors we need to fix with that. Overall comfort of the move. When I get there, how am I going to feel? How's it going to be? Nine of Wheels says thumbs up. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Thumbs up. Nine of Wheels says we're pretty comfortable overall with the move. A couple of financial hits. That's okay. Maybe we got some things with a car. Maybe we got some problems with the new house, apartment, or whatever. Maybe we need to buy some stuff. Maybe the bed didn't make it. Maybe the movers dropped the TV. Something happens where we have a couple of little unexpected expenses. But I say it's going to be good overall because we have the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is going from a challenging place to a much better place. So this is going to be much better. It's going to be an upgrade. Nine of Wheels rounds it out by saying that we're pretty comfortable overall. And the Knight of Wands says the overall process of moving goes pretty smoothly. So I think it's nice. I think it's going to be a positive move. Just watch out for the couple of extra hits, unexpected things. And as long as we can deal with that, we're going to be all right. All right, Vanessa would have a serious relationship with Ray K. Nothing happened before. Oh, okay. All right, Vanessa. Van wants to know serious relationship or not. Oh, I butchered that spelling. Serious relationship or not a serious relationship? That is the question. Oh, we already picked up the tarot. What am I doing? We picked up the tarot. We're doing Dark Mansion right now. Somebody is still banging at my freaking door. That's just creepy, man. All right. Okay, hang on. This is just creeping me out at this point. Somebody's like literally like just slamming my door. I'm not expecting anybody. I don't know what is going on. I think they hear me talking and that's why they're just sitting there doing that. Let's see if I can get the camera working over there. Okay, I got the live camera, and it's somebody with a notebook. It looks like a survey person or something, where they come to your door and they ask you a bunch of dumb questions. So, you know, I don't want to do all that. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on somebody just banging. You know, I think it's a different person this time than it was last time too. Because the bang is different. They had a different bang, right? Okay. If you knocking on somebody's door, you go. The next time you don't go like that. People's knocks are consistent across the board. So I think it was two different people doing this annoying. Maybe it's a census. I don't know what it is. Anyway, they're creeping me out, and I'm gonna yell at them on the doorbell thing next time. I'm gonna be like, why don't you go away? That'd be great. You just do me a big favor, and I'll give you a free tarot reading if you just go away. Okay. All right. So back to our regularly scheduled programming. Do I need a serious relationship with Ray K or not? Recently came back into my life. I've known him for a while, but nothing happened before. All right. So sort of this renewed thing. So we've had this person as a friend. Now we have an opportunity to get into something serious or not. Ace of Cups says, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't really think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's going to be just this amazing thing, all right? Because you already know this person. You know their weaknesses, your strengths. I mean, I'm not saying you know them intimately or anything, but you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. So if somebody's delivering a package or knocking on my door to the census or whatever, I know what I'm getting, okay? And that's going to be half the battle because a lot of people are not, a lot of people are fake when they first meet you. They're putting on a show or something. I don't think this is what this person's doing. Ace of Cups says you're halfway there. I think it'd be worthwhile. Yes, I think it'd be okay. As far as a serious relationship, no, I don't see that. I do see a possibility of a relationship. That's what the Ace of Cups talks about. It talks about having a relationship, getting into a relationship. Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and Judgment, though. I think you're going to get a run-of-the-mill relationship. I think it's going to be a little bit of an extra. It's like when you get ice cream and you put sprinkles on it. I think it's going to be the sprinkles on top of your existing sort of, I know this person. Again, do I see it being a wonderful, beautiful relationship, turning into a marriage, turning anything long-term? No, because I don't see any big cards here. All the wonderful, beautiful, passionate relationship cards, they're not here. Eight of Cups reverse says it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's not like something where I'm just going to be winning the lottery. It'll be all right. I'm not going to leave in big disappointment. But again, it's just this okay thing. It's okay. So if you're looking for something quick, decent, okay, go for it. Ace of Cups says you have a possibility there. If you're looking for somebody, the next person I'm going to marry or something, no, I don't see that. All right. Speaking of Tiara, when we have so many loves, like emotional, should I give in? Should I give in to KJ? He's a Scorpio. You want to give him too soon and give back away. All right, Tiara. I know it's been like a year. Give in and go love. Is that what we need? Should I give in and go with some love? Is all they need is a little bit of love, a little bit of passion, a little bit of that love. If I give them some love, if we sniff each other's butt, is it going to be all right? Is it going to be all right? They are a Scorpio. You don't want to cross a Scorpio. I can tell you that right now. You don't want to cross a Scorpio. But if we give in, if we give them some love, if we give them a little action there, is that going to be all right? Is it going to turn out all right? Judgment says you're in for an adventure. That's for sure. There's no short of adventure here. Scorpio does bring that adventure. It does bring the adventure. Don't you want him to answer that door? Probably a delivery person. No. I have a phone, and I saw who it was, and they had a clipboard in their hand. They were sitting there like this. They had a clipboard and a pen, and they were leaning into the door, and they were just like ready to write something down if I opened the door. So it wasn't like a delivery. They just had a clipboard and a pen, and when they walked off, they didn't take a package with them. So, plus I'm not expecting a delivery. Anyway, Judgment says you're in for an adventure, and that's going to be okay. They don't like the spice, which is good, which is very good. They don't like the spice. A lot of Scorpios, they love that spice. They love the spice like nobody's business. They don't want the spice. Temperance says they have that nice balance of emotion and stability, and but it'd be a lot of fun. Judgment says you're in for an adventure. Two of Swords says you don't know what you're getting into. If you really want to not know anything about what you're getting into, go ahead, because this is going to be a wild ride. Two of Swords. I'm blinded. I don't see what's going on. It is also peace, but I'm blinded. I'm closed in, and they're gonna show you a different side of themselves that you have never seen before. So, I think you're about to get the business end of the bull horns, right? Is that a saying? I mean, I'm in Texas. That's got to be a saying, right? A business end of the bull horns. Yeah, the Two of Swords is those two horns of that bull. You're about to receive it. Ace of Swords. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's a way to talk yourself out of it either. I think you're leaning in there. You're doing it. You're leaning in there. If you want an adventure, an unexpected ending, and you want a wild ride, go for it. Go for it. If you want something boring to where you're like, I'm going to sit at home, I'm going to watch this new Netflix show, I'm going to relax, I'm going to read a book, and they're going to read a book beside me. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So you want an adventure if you sign up for this. If you get that clipboard and you're at my door like that, and you got the little clipboard and the pen, that's you're going to be out there doing that. You're going to be out there doing that. And they have this creepy shorts. They're wearing this creepy shorts too. Let me start the video again. See if I could see them like wandering to the next victim's house. I could see them wandering to the next victim's house. That's probably them driving off. All right. Deborah, will my mom make a comeback after her fall? Deb, I'm so sorry to hear that they had a fall. That's no good at all. I'm so sorry to hear that. Fall. We make a comeback. We had the fall and all of that. DYB, I got your next question in the queue here. All right. Which month making a deposit? All right. Let's see. DYB is last, and we got Inya after this. So Mom had a fall, and hopefully we don't do a Humpty Dumpty. Hopefully we can recover from that and make everything much better. All right. No, she had these like creepy shorts on. They were like blue and red. I'm telling you now, if you saw them shorts, you'd be like, that's creepy shorts. All right. NBC, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Ending soon. The creepy shorts. She'll be there all night at your door. I hope not. Speaking of creepy. Yeah, you know, if you're taking a census, I don't want to be any part of it. And I hate slamming the door in people's face, you know, because you got to close the door in their face. You can't keep it open. They'll never leave. So you got to close the door. So you start closing the door like really gently, and you're thinking they're going to take the hint because I'm closing the door. They're going to take that hint and go away. No, they just stand there and keep talking. All right. So, Magician reversed. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think that she has some comeback available, but there's an emotional component to this too, to where she's like, that hurts. It's difficult. She's going to need some support, right? Emotional support as well. Ace of Cups says, I need to get that emotional support. I need to get that back. Eight of Swords does say that she has some restrictions. She has some restricted movement. She has some recovery to do, Master of the Obvious. It's going to take a little longer than expected. So there is that. So the Ace of Coins, though, says there is some recovery, but not fully. It's not full recovery. It's not a full recovery type feel. But the Magician says, the Magician reverse kind of hurts here. It does admit that she feels helpless. She can't do what she normally does. She wants to get back to normal, but she's got to relax and take it easy. And that's where the emotional support comes in. It takes an emotional toll. And you being there, everybody, the family being supportive really helps with this. That's going to be one of the key factors here. But yes, she does recover. It takes longer than expected. There's an emotional component where it feels like I'm useless. It feels like I can't do the things I could do. A physical component to where I have to change my lifestyle now. It's weird, but she does recover some. But again, she needs your support. So you're going to need some support, some people to help her out, adjust to this new lifestyle and all of that other stuff. All right, I'm still in love with the Sagittarius. It is okay. Enya, it's always okay to love a Sagittarius. Love a Sag. That's a Texas saying. The business end of the bullhorns. I mean, in other words, you got some adventure. Like I said, you got the adventure. That's what I mean. You got the adventure. And sometimes you want the adventure. Other times you're like, wow, that is a lot of adventure. I'm not quite sure. I did want to sign up for that much adventure. But I say give it a go. Give it a go. Yeah, ride that bull like in the what is it? Urban Cowboy movie. You remember that one? Urban Cowboy. They had that was back when you could go to a bar. You can't go to a bar anymore. The bars are ruined. There's no more bars for you. You can go to a liquor store, but not a bar. How does that make sense? But sure, okay. Sagittariuses are cool indeed. So I'm in love with the Sagittarius. Should I be? Should I be or not? I think you should be. I think it's okay. I do think it's all right. Enya, I think it's all right. The Queen of Cups is the emotional component. It's the water of water. It's that passion. It is that emotion surge, the emotion flow that you got. You still love them. You can't stop thinking about them. You still love them. The Queen of Cups, you admit it. The Three of Wands, you're looking for them. You're staring at them. Look, you're looking at, so you're looking out at their ship. You're looking for them at this point. I think that's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Seven of Pentacles, you got some other choices. It's not like this is your only person. You do have other choices. Do you want to take those choices or not? It's up to you. The Emperor says at the end of the day, though, it's literally up to you. The Emperor is the strong, powerful card. I have command. I have the power. This is what I need. But the Emperor says your decision. Don't feel like this is their decision. If you get back with them, if you love them, don't feel like that's their decision. Don't put it off on them. Don't blame society. Don't blame your emotions. I mean, you're in control here. Emperor says you got it. You got control. Make your decision for yourself. But it's okay to be in love. You do have those passion feelings still going. That emotion, that Queen of Cups, that is some thick emotion. And you got it. You got it. Because all you need is thickness. This is the channel for thickness. DYB. What month should I be making a deposit on it? Oh, well, we're running out of tarots. We got so many questions. Let's check that out. Find out a month. Oh my God, New York is going to open gyms. How amazing. I saw a video. This dude was live streaming New York, and it was like a zombie apocalypse. There's like nobody anywhere. There literally was nobody anywhere. It was creepy. There's no cars. There's nothing. All right. So Ace of Swords. Yeah, you have a delay for that. What month do you see us making the deposit? I mean, I'm gonna say as far as getting another house, getting it fixed up, getting it finished. Looking at October. I think you're looking for October for this. I think there's some planning to do. I think you change your mind. I think you get interested in something else. Looking at October. I think that is definitely the month that we are seeing right here. This is the last reading, by the way. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been a ton of fun tonight. Tonight has been action-packed and awesome. And it's awesome because of all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you have not ordered the Waterfall Tarot, by the way, the Waterfall Tarot is on sale right now. You can get your copy. Link down here. I ship internationally. I'll ship it anywhere you want. If you're in the middle of nowhere, I'll ship it right to you. I'll get it to you. A bar outdoors. That'd be kind of fun. You remember the bars in the swimming pools? You remember those? The hotel? Back when hotels were open? You go to a hotel and they have a swimming pool with a bar in it. That was the days when, before COVID. I think COVID really ruined a lot of stuff, man. All right. Let's see. When do I hear for USF? Let's see. U.S. Air Force? NBC? USF. When am I going to hear from them? I'm going to hear from them anytime. I'm going to hear from them pretty soon. The moon. The moon is all about cycles, waiting for that message, I think you're going to hear from them in next month, actually. I think you're going to hear from them in September. The moon says the cycles, but it being the first card, meaning the cycles are heating up. The cycles are getting going. Queen of Pentacles, though, into the Emperor. The Emperor really points to this is your time. This is your time to get passionate with it. This is your time to get that communication that it's coming. The cycles have been moving. The cycles are moving quicker. The moon is a fast cycle card. I mean, it's a very quick moving stellar object, right? It's a moon. Emperor says you're going to have to make a decision on this. When they call you, they're going to have to make a decision on this. It's going to be important for that. The King of Swords, though, at the end, the King of Swords being reversed, says it's going to be a difficult decision. When you have to make a decision for the USF, it's going to be a difficult one. They're going to have some information maybe you didn't know about. They're going to have some other things, some other factors to get going. So that is going to be a decision that you're going to have to make when they do get with you. But I think it's quick. The moon is cycles, but it's fast. It's very fast moving. So It's going to be quick. I say September. And with that, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you next time.